So in essence, what this chapter mainly did was it was a good setup for a huge fight to come with this ever so humongous titan of Rod race. Now, it's interesting because I guess what he used ultimately turned him like, because normally, you know, depending on the type of titan, they will either go crazy and then eventually get their mind, but since he doesn't have the shifter, he's just like an actual normal titan. Whatever he used turned him into a very dangerous normal titan, or to be precise, I think he was of the deviant class. So it's kind of like he basically fucked everyone over by turning into a titan and using these exact chemicals. It was like, yeah, I guess he was expecting it to be used on Krista or Historia, so that way he could have her ultimately, you know, seek out his plans or whatever, but he fucked everyone over, so fuck you, Rodriguez. So this chapter definitely got me thinking, it's a possibility with what happened. Maybe this is a setup for something where another struggle for Eren, because I think the name of the chapter, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it was something no longer can become Titan or something along the lines of that. If that was one of the lines in the front page, I forget, but I think it's a possibility with what Eren just did, the hardening, you know, basically after he ate that armor or whatever. What if he has trouble bringing out his inner Titan form, and maybe like later on down the road he'll have a new transformation, especially if he has these powers, these godlike powers, so to speak. Maybe in the future he's gonna have a different type of Titan form. Maybe he'll be in a regular sized human form but as a Titan. That would definitely be sick, and if this was any indication or any setup, then yeah, we could have some epic shit going on. And I mean, I think the only struggle that they're gonna have with this big, you know, bigger than the Colossus Titan, and as far as, you know, combat, whatever, is that it's burning everything. Because aside from that, it's so humongous that it's gonna move slow as shit. It's not gonna be able to move as fast as, like, you know, for example, the Colossus Titan moves slow as shit. So if he's moving slow and this is bigger than that, then the only thing they're really gonna have to struggle is like the heat. Like they can manage to get around the heat somehow, or use some sort of, I don't know, Kenny, like, get your guns up, then they could probably fight it from afar or something, or they're gonna have to really bear with the heat, I guess, or wait for a moment where the heat cools down or whatever, or I don't know, use water or something to cool themselves down. Because aside from that, yeah, I don't think they're really gonna have to struggle too much. That was the problem with like the Colossus Titan. Like, for example, like all he could really do is like, okay, he would fuck up the wall or whatever, but if they get, you know, close to him, they can quickly, you know, do easy work of him. So I think that that's going to basically be the struggle they have with this upcoming fight with the crawling titan. I mean, yeah, they had to get everyone out the way or whatever, but that was just mainly because, you know, this guy's fucking burning everything in sight. Trees are burning at his feet. So yeah, Rod Race, he really fucked everyone over, and I don't know, I just think he's a piece of shit for it. And I'd definitely say, as far as character-wise goes, Isayama definitely did a 180 quickly with Historia, because it was like, oh yeah, we like Historia, and then fuck Historia, and then now, okay, I kind of like Historia again, especially when Eren was like, you know what, just let him eat me, fuck it, and she's like, no, you're not going to be eaten. We're not doing that. So I definitely commend him yet again for switching. It was kind of like he played with our emotions. It was like love, hate, love again. Because for her to come out and say that, she's one of the only people that would actually put Eren's mind at ease, because she's one of the race family, you know, she's one of these people that have an authoritative say on this. And if she's even saying, we're not doing that, we're going to fight this head on, I'm fighting my destiny as well, and so are you, that put him at ease as well. Because at the end of the day, Eren, you know, he has some of that shonen main character syndrome where it's like, it's all my fault, everything. And with Historia saying that, he's probably like, okay, maybe it's not my fault completely. And basically with the chapter ending off with them getting ready to attack, definitely exciting, I gotta say that. Exciting setup, but for the most part, that's what this chapter was. It was mainly just a good setup for this epic battle to come, which I think that this is what a lot of this arc was leading up to, this humanity versus humanity, because technically I think we're still in that arc, because this is the aftermath. This isn't the same arc or whatever. It's basically kind of like a Water 7 to any zombie, like one arc led into another, where now they have this giant fight with this titan. And it would be interesting if while they're fighting this, some of the other titans, you know, appear as well, because this is already going to have their hands full. But I think that honestly, because it's, you know, one of the deviant types, it's not like a shifter or whatever where they're really going to have to strategize how to outmaneuver him or whatever. I think they'll be able to legitimately defeat him. But if there's other titans, then maybe it'll get them a little bit like thrown off. And it was also cool to see Erwin back in play, kind of wonder what went down for him to be able to, you know, get free and come back into the story. So yeah, again, everything considered, it was a good setup, and it helped to, you know, once again push forward. Historia's character is pretty fucking good again. It's like, I don't hate you no more, girl, right? It's over. And also, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Eren's gonna have a new form or a new sort of look once he goes Titan form again after the hardening thing and with that little title or whatnot. So yeah, again, good setup. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about Eren? Do you think a possibility he'll have a new form at some given point? Again, this is maybe a stretch or whatever. I mean, he did learn the hardening technique, even though I'm sure he couldn't replicate it immediately, but I think it's kind of hinting towards that way. And this new crawling Titan height thing they're gonna be able able to defeat it? Do you think their biggest struggle is going to be the heat and not actually combating it? And just your overall thoughts of the chapter. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.